It's me, Sabrina Artista, and it is time for the next video for my artist YouTube page. So, okay, today I have decided that this video is going to talk about one of my works. I figured I would start with a work that's kind of simple. I did this project in college, my first year in college, which was in the fall of 2011. And basically what I did was, the project was, we had to take black construction paper, cut out white strips, and make a design out of those strips, a geometric design, minimalist type work. And then we had to do the same thing, white piece of paper with black strips on it. Yeah. And so I did this piece. I was excited about it. And then after that, I was done with it. I turned it in, got a good grade. Woo. But then after that, I didn't look at it until I transferred to my next school, had to make a portfolio. Then I saw it again after that, and that was back in 2013. After that, though, I didn't see this piece until like 3 weeks ago. So 4 years later, I looked at this piece again, and I was like, I want to do something else with this piece. Now, like I said, during the time of the project, it had to just be the black paper with the strips. Okay, I understand that. But now it's I can make it more than that. And so that's what I did. I took the different strips, looked at the different widths that each one had. The ones that had a wider width, I decided to make a geometric design within each piece. And it turned out there was a lot of thought that went into this, as far as which strips were going to get what and how I was going to execute each design in each one, because I didn't want it to be all the same design within each piece. And so, yeah, every part of it is different. Every part of it had a different thought process, and it turned out really cool. So I'm going to let you guys see it before I continue on. Okay, so here's the piece. As you can see, black background, white cut strips of paper. And I'll put it a little bit closer so you can see the design. Sorry if there's a glare, but it's in a frame because this piece, this piece is for sale. You can find out more about it in the descriptions below. But yes, that piece is for sale. So, any inquiries, just let me know. Hit me in my comments. Leave me a message on my artist website or my artist Instagram page. All that will be in the description, so don't worry about it. But yeah, so as you can see, I mean, I feel better about it now that I was able to rework it than when I just accomplished the project. Like, there's one thing to accomplish a project, but it's a whole nother thing when you accomplish an artistic vision, and so that's why I feel as an artist you should always look back over what you've done, because it's like it could look finished, or you could feel like, oh, it needs something else, but I'm not sure what. And honestly, you'll have more of a thought process going if you leave it to sit for a couple days or a couple hours and then come back to it later, because then you'll have a fresh mind to be able to really look back on it and see, oh, okay, well, I see on this part, maybe it needs a little bit more blue. Maybe this part, it needs to be rounded off or something, you know? Now, I'm not saying that you have to do like me and put off something for 4 years. But like I said, I mean, let it sit for a day or two and come back to it, and then you'll see things that you didn't see before. Because I mean, you could work on something for hours and hours, and then all of a sudden, like, things just start blending together, and you don't have your mind is just it's just like stuff, because you've been looking at it for so long, and you won't know what it needs. You won't be able to feel like, oh, well, should I do this or should I do that? That's why it's best to let it sit and come back to it. And that's one thing that I learned in art school. That's the one thing that I learned from other artists is, you know, you work on a piece, let it sit, look back at it, and then, you know, you just kind of like, oh, okay, I think this is what I need. Or, again, you can go and ask someone else to look at it, like somebody you trust, another artist, professors, teachers, you know, whoever you trust that has an artistic eye. I know sometimes for me, like, I'll go to my mom because we both have like this creative mindset. So I know, like, if I'm having a hard time coming up with something, or I'm having a hard time trying to figure out, should I add this or should I add this, I can go to her and she'll help me out. Or I can go to, you know, I have friends that are artists, so sometimes I'll go to them. When I was back in school, you know, I could always go to my professor, my teacher, whatever, for advice. And so, yeah, my advice to you for today and moving forward is to never give up on your piece. If you don't feel like it's strong enough right now, if you feel like it's missing something and you're not sure, don't ever give up on it, because anything you create has potential. Everything you make has potential. And if you give it the time and you actually sit and think on it, you can bring its potential out. So, yeah, thank you guys for viewing today's video. I hope this really helped you out. I hope you really enjoyed my piece. Here it is one more time, just in case you missed it. But yeah, so, and remember, this piece is also for sale. I will, like I said, I will put all my artist Instagram page and, oh, there's something in my eye, Lord. I will put information up about my artist Instagram page and my artist website. You can check all that out in the descriptions below. So, yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy it. I will see you in another 2 weeks. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye. Yeah.